Hi guys, welcome to the Union Storytime. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Thousands of years ago, all the way back in 1580 BC, a famous pharaoh wanted to build a pyramid. He got some workers to help him build the pyramid, but he was not nice to the workers. They were unhappy. To gain their food, they had to work an awful lot. The workers didn't think this was fair because they were getting very ill, and one day they sat down and refused to work. "We aren't being given enough food," they cried. "We won't work until you give us enough to be healthy." This scared the pharaoh, as he needed a pyramid tomb. So the next day, he gave the workers what they needed. Nourished, they returned to work, healthier and happier. And this is the first known strike ever recorded in world history, from the very beginning of the global trade union movement. Over generations, many workers joined together to fight for their rights. In the UK, the first recorded strike was in 1787. Weavers marched through Glasgow when a boss tried to steal a quarter of their wages. Since then, the UK has had a proud history of trade unionism, with workers coming together to support each other and fight for a good wage and rights, such as maximum working week and minimum wage. People were getting happier and happier. But in 1979, a big bad wolf came and tried to ruin things for working people everywhere. And the wolf's name was Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was put in charge of the country for 11 years. During this time, she made life a lot harder for average working people. She rampaged through the north of our country, ripping over 2 million workers' jobs from them. Many worried that it will never recover. The trade unions persisted. Even with ever-increasing legal limits to their power, today they are growing stronger and stronger. Over 2 million workers' jobs from them. Many worried that it will never recover. The trade unions persisted. Even with ever-increasing legal limits to their power, they are growing stronger and stronger.
And now we'll go and find out about a real trade unionist.
Harry, this is a very interesting picture. Can you tell us a little bit about who Jack Jones is?
Yeah, sure. Well, Jack was the General Secretary of the Transport and General Workers Union, the T&G, which is one of the unions, as we know, that formed Unite. Now, Jack was from Liverpool. He was brought up during the general strike. He actually became a member of the trade union, an activist, and later an officer, and then the General Secretary, a very important character in the history of our union. But Jack also had the vision to create this building we stood in now, and he created it to be a place where members of the union could bring their family and have holidays here by the seaside. They could also convalesce when they'd been ill. And alongside that, he decided that this could be somewhere where we could have trade union education, which is of course what we've been doing here all week. So the centre that we were very proud of in 1976 when it was created, we're also very proud of as Unite members today. And you can see some of the pictures around us of how the centre has developed over the years, being modernised and fitted in with what needed to be done. Then again, some more photographs here, which takes us out onto the balcony area, where we can see how close we are to the sea. We overlook the beach.
With all the fantastic technological advances, we are able to connect with people in new and exciting ways. We can share new information through websites and apps, pictures through Instagram, events on Facebook and news on Twitter to show all the amazing work that our fantastic members are doing and grow our membership. But can these technologies have a negative impact on our members and workers? Many companies have introduced self-service stations and apps. Although taking away a customer-facing job, it is creating new engineering and IT jobs. The future is uncertain, but if done correctly, we can make technology work for workers.
Yeah.